Hey everyone, it's simsalee and welcome to episode 1 of the savefile Diaries. With this being the first video on my channel, I thought it would be the perfect time to get into some Sims lore as we bring the world of Willow Creek to life in this forever save file. Before I start rambling though, I did want to mention that a majority of the builds that are being put into this save file are made by other simmers. I know that I'm not alone when I say that I am way more into decorating and renovating than building in The Sims. I've always been this way, but I absolutely love it. And making a forever save file is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful or tiring. You're supposed to have fun with it, so build it however you see fit. Of course, some of the builds, even in this video, such as the Willow Creek Library, are done completely by me, the outside and the inside, but you are able to find all of the other talented builders down in the description below. If you don't want to miss future uploads or streams, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications, and if you're enjoying the video and you want to see more of the Save File Diaries, make sure to leave a like to let me know. Now it's time to get into some lore and where my love for The Sims truly started, so get comfy, grab some snacks, because we have a lot to get into. Back when I was a preteen, or maybe even younger, probably around the age of like 10, 11, I don't remember my exact age, but it was definitely around there, I got into The Sims thanks to YouTube, and I'm sure a lot of you definitely found The Sims in the same way that I did, especially if you're around my age and in my generation. I also have no idea what I possibly could have searched on YouTube to find The Sims, because I had no idea what it was before then. Somehow, I ended up stumbling upon a creator that goes by the name of itsSimsalee. You guys might also know her as Christina. She was super popular, probably like 12, 13, I don't know how many years ago, as a Sims creator for her Generations Let's Play in The Sims 3 here on YouTube. And I'm very positive that at least somebody watching this video also started their Sims lore by watching itsSimsalee. So if you got into The Sims by watching Christina, please let me know in the comments down below, because I absolutely adored her channel. I still adore her channel. I go back and rewatch it like every few years. I don't know about any of you, but it's definitely a comfort series here on YouTube for me. Of course, once I knew this game was an actual thing and I could get my hands on it, what preteen would not beg their family members to purchase The Sims games for them as like Christmas presents, birthday gifts, all of that? I did exactly that, and there's no shame. I couldn't help myself. And luckily, my mother growing up did have a chunky, thick, old Dell laptop that she did not use for work anymore. So guess who got their hands on that and was allowed to use it to play their games? I did. I was. And you might be wondering how I ended up getting my hands on so many of these games so quickly, and it was thanks to my grandmother, aka I call her my Nana. She used to take me to the store with her every week because she would like get her groceries, do her shopping, do her running around, and I got to tag along because I'm her little best friend and I still am. And of course, you know, one of the stores that we always went to ended up having video game sections at it, and I couldn't help myself but go over and be like, do they have any of like these games that I see itsSimsalee play on YouTube? Like, I was so infatuated with the games. I was like, I have to play them. I have a laptop. I want them. Mind you, I'm like 10, 11, 12 years old, and I am dead set on getting every expansion pack that itsSimsalee had for the game. And my Nana, being the kind and loving grandmother that she is, I did get to purchase an expansion pack every few weeks, I would say, that we went to the store. Sometimes I would get like 2 weeks in a row where like I got one and then I got another. It was great. But I did end up racking up every single expansion pack for The Sims 3, and I still have all the physical copies in a box in the closet that I haven't touched in years, but they're still there, and it is a very big core memory of mine with my Sims lore. Mind you, the expansion packs back then used to be much cheaper than they are now. I'm pretty sure every expansion pack that I bought for The Sims 3, well, I did not buy, my Nana bought, but still, I think they were each $19.99, compared to the now for The Sims 4, $39.99 per expansion pack, which is absolutely insane. Mind you, that Dell laptop I mentioned earlier that I was playing the games on, it did not like the games. It did not like them at all. I experienced lots of crashes, lots of saved progress, lost, many crashes. At one point, I even had to use my mom's like computer lap table thing to play the games because the laptop would get so incredibly hot and overheated from me playing the game for so long. Like, I'm not even kidding. Maybe like I'm playing the game for like 30 minutes and the laptop would be a furnace. It also sounded horrible. It sounded like a fan. It was so loud. That thing was working in overtime. But I could not have survived without it. Seriously, core memory. I was very thankful that I was able to play those games and get that experience. Zooming all the way to 2021, years down the line from when I first got into The Sims, I had big girl money. I was an adult. I just graduated high school. I had money saved up for my job. I was able to purchase an actual PC setup, which is the same PC setup that I am using today. And oh my goodness, the doors that opened up when I got this PC for The Sims. Of course, on the janky laptop, I did download CC for my game for The Sims 3 through the resource thingy mabobby. Mind you, I did try to play The Sims 4 on that laptop, and yeah, that didn't work. It never ran, it never launched. I only got to play like the tutorial or like the demo, I think it was. That's all I could play on there, and it lasted maybe 5 seconds and then crashed. So I never got to play The Sims 4 until I got like my PC. So that was a long time I was stuck with the janky 2000s laptop. Adding on to that, my Nana also bought me for my birthday when The Sims 4 first came out. She bought me the limited like deluxe edition of the game. And that's what I mean by like, I had it all those years ago and I could not play it until years later when I got the PC set up. And of course, now it runs beautifully, no problems at all. But yeah, I had that game for years and couldn't touch it. So I watched Life Simmer again. Christina, the girl, I watched her play her Sims 4 Let's Play. That is still one of my favorite series of hers of all time. If you have not watched it, I could not recommend it more. Go watch it. But yeah, that kind of got me through not being able to play The Sims 4 when I wanted to play The Sims 4, so I'll take it. Getting into a full circle moment, if you guys don't already follow me over on the Purple platform, aka Twitch, I do live stream here and there. I'm kind of changing up my schedule. I might start doing a more like whenever I can pop in kind of stream thing, but getting into that, full circle moment, Christina Life Simmer from YouTube, she used to stream on Twitch here and there. I actually haven't seen her live in like quite a few months, but she actually followed me back on Twitch, like full circle moment, as a creator and as someone who has loved The Sims for as long as I have and has played The Sims and dedicated so much time and money into this stupid simulation game. Full circle moment was when I got the email that like Christina, like Life Simmer, like followed you on Twitch. I will never ever stop talking about that. I will never forget that, and it still is such a big moment in my journey as a content creator. And a few years back, my content creation journey did start with The Sims initially for a very short amount of time. I was getting super discouraged. I was comparing myself heavily to a lot of other creators, which is like the number one thing you don't want to do. But I quickly shut down on myself and gave up on that, even though I knew it was like my one true passion. Like, I have always wanted to be a YouTuber. Like, since I was like the little girl who fell in love with The Sims initially when I saw that first Life Simmer video. I have always wanted to be a YouTuber. I don't know what it is. It was one of those like career paths that constantly kept coming back up, like creeping back up my spine. I would go through my mind and I'm like, oh, what do I want to be when I'm older? What do I want to do? And over the years, it just constantly kept coming back. And so now I'm forcing myself to go full throttle into it because I know it's what I want to do. I know it's what I love. And I just need to do what makes me happy. You get what I mean? I actually, after I gave up on the initial Sims channel that I had started a few years back, I got into a very, very different category of content called ASMR. Some of you might know what that is, some of you might not. And I actually ended up building a beautiful and very loving and kind community of over 20,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and I did end up accumulating over 2 million views on that YouTube channel. And I currently am sitting with, what do I want to do here? What do I want to do now? Do I want to do The Sims and ASMR? Do I want to just do ASMR? Do I just want to do The Sims? And this has been a battle that I haven't really talked about much out loud with my viewers or online. It's something internally I've been working through, but I've been going back and forth for like well over a year now of like, I do want to make Sims content, and that is what I want to do. That is what I want to do. That makes me happy. And I'm finally forcing myself to do it. I'm like, Emily, it's what you want to do. You need to do it. Just do it. And with everything ASMR related, it's not that I don't love ASMR and making that kind of content and building that community and just meeting all the wonderful ASMR creators that I have. I love that community. It's great. I love the content, but my love for The Sims outweighs it, and I don't really know how else to describe it. It has always outweighed it because obviously, proof in and of itself, I started with The Sims a few years back and then shut myself down, and then over the years I've kind of pulled The Sims back in, but then I would pull it back out because I'm like, Emily, you need to do ASMR. It's what's working. It's what was successful. And I'm trying to get myself to understand that, like, sure, like I will probably and hopefully make a very nice community here with The Sims, build like a beautiful, loving, and kind community in the same way with The Sims. It'll just take time, just like how I did with the ASMR channel, but I've been so scared. It's fear that stops me, and I think I've gotten to the point as not only myself as a person, but as a creator where it's like, I just need to do what I want to do. And it's scary to start over. Like, I ended up having so much success with ASMR. I had a channel with over 21,000 subscribers and over 2 million something views, and a lot of people would say, what are you doing? Why are you throwing that away? What are you doing? But that's kind of the battle I've been struggling with. But I'm finally diving into Sims content and letting myself do what I love, because I've been holding it back for way too long and fighting with myself way too long to not do it. I've also been reflecting a lot on like younger Emily, like little old me, where this all started, and I'm like, she would want me to follow my heart and grow and don't stay stagnant. Like, she would want me to change and do the things I love and be happy, and I'm just like, girl, if you're happier doing Sims content than you are ASMR, that's great that ASMR was a part of my content journey and it was a part of me, but that does not have to define me. I'm allowed to grow, I'm allowed to change, I'm allowed to do new things and try new things. So I've been reflecting a lot and trying to get myself to really understand that, because as some of you probably know, that can be very, very difficult. And I think with all that being said, that is kind of my Sims lore and content creation journey lore so far. I'm extremely thankful for what ASMR gave me and the community I was able to build. Like, my numbers are not a small feat. Like, that was something I was very proud of. Like 2 million views? What? That's such a big feat. That is something to be proud of. Over 21,000 subscribers, that's something to be proud of. And I'm eternally grateful for that and what it gave me and what it taught me and what I learned. Like, I will forever be grateful for that part of me, but I think that door is closing, has closed, or maybe it's only temporarily closed. Who knows? The future has a lot to tell me. But really quickly, I did want to say, if you've gotten this far in the video, thank you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for sticking around and listening to me ramble. I am quite the talker, as you could probably already tell. I also tend to get distracted or like off topic. I do have a little bit of a focusing problem. I'm not diagnosed with like ADD or ADHD, but it's a little obvious. At least I like to say it's a little obvious that I can't focus sometimes. So I'm sorry if I bounce from topic to topic. I genuinely don't mean to, but this video has felt like a FaceTime call. It's felt like a very like one-on-one, like, hey, like I'm getting to know you, you're getting to know me kind of thing. So I hope you're thoroughly enjoying it. Again, if you are enjoying your time, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe, turn the notifications on, and hit the like button, and even leave a comment. Like if you have anything you want to talk about or something like you related to with like my lore, or like you were also a like little kid when you started playing The Sims, like please share, let me know. I want to get to know you as well. Moving on from some lore though, don't worry, I have a lot of stories and fun things to share. I did want to talk a little bit about what the heck we're doing in this video, because I don't even know how far into this we are, and I'm pretty sure I've barely talked about what the actual video is about, so let's get into it. But basically, we are working on a forever save file, and we are starting off in the base game world, Willow Creek. As you can see, we've just been kind of placing down community lots. We're gonna obviously get into like the housing lots as well. There's even gonna be a part 2 to this video because I couldn't finish it all in one go, okay? I also don't take any credit for making a save file idea, because this is actually a pretty popular thing I've noticed right now. A lot of people are doing like the save file diaries just as I am, or they are like making a forever save file where this is the one that they will play forever, literally. So if you're wondering where my inspiration is drawn from to do this, it is from all of those YouTube videos of people making their forever save files, and I wanted to do the same. I thought it would be fun. It would also let me get way more creative than I've ever been in The Sims 4. As I stated at the beginning of this video, I am not that big of a builder in The Sims 4. Like, of course, the thing you're looking at on your screen right now, there's this building that we're working on, which I think is like the gym. But to the left of it, well, the right now, but on the street view, the left of it is a Willow Creek library that I actually built, and you can find that on my gallery using my gallery ID, which will be somewhere here on the screen. But I'm not that much of a builder. I build maybe a few things here and there. I don't really think I'm good with like making structures. I don't know if that sounds bad, but I'm not good with that. I am way more into, and I personally like to say I'm better at decorating lots, like making them very detailed, very cozy, very comfy. I'm way better at that, like by miles. Just like I thoroughly enjoy making Sims, making like very detailed Sims. I download a lot of CC, specifically Maxis Match CC for Create a Sim. So you will see like I'm way more into that kind of detail than I am like building the shell of a lot or a building or whatever you want to call it. So throughout this save file, like you're currently seeing now, of course, some, maybe a few builds will be by me on the outside and the inside, but a lot of the builds are going to be by other Sims 4 creators, but also just people I find on the gallery, which all, of course, again, are credited down in the description. So if you want to find them, go ahead and head down there. But yeah, a lot of the outside things and like actual lots are going to be from other creators on the gallery, but I might renovate some of them myself. Of course, like we'll see where this save file goes. Who knows? There might be a future video where like I'm renovating the inside of like this pool recreation area that we're looking at. So who knows? But I will make sure to give credit where credit is due always. And I know some of you might already be wondering or wanting to ask about like, hey, like when you're done with this save file, are you going to make it public so like people could download it and use it as well? And that is something I very much want to do. I've always wanted to do that. I am just not knowledgeable on how to do that. So of course, once it's completed, which who knows when that'll be, and also when I learn how to do that, I am more than happy to share this save file with all of you. And yes, of course, after we get like the worlds and stuff built, we will be adding like families. And of course, like I'm gonna make heavy family lore, like very connected and deep lore for my Sims. All original families for the most part, but there will be some townies that I'm gonna like remake, like remodel in cast, such as like the Goss, the Pancakes, like Calientes, all those like normal families. But a lot of them will be original and will be by me, and like a lot of like original stories and lore. And I'm super excited for it. Like I'm very much looking forward to it. It's a little intimidating, but now's the best time to do it because I've always wanted to do it and we're trying new things and this is one of them, so why not? I'm also pretty confident that at some point someone's probably gonna ask me about like what shaders I use for The Sims, and I actually use quite a few different ones depending on the situation. So if you guys would like to see a full-length video like touring my shaders and comparing them and like showing you all of them, I'm more than happy to do that. So let me know down below because I'd love to share them with you. But I think this is the perfect place for me to wrap up doing my voiceover and chatting with you all because I feel like I've ran out of things to talk about today. Mind you, I'm not even like 20 minutes, maybe halfway through the video. Maybe I am halfway. I can't tell. It's not telling me on my screen how far into the video I am. But either way, I've talked a lot. I don't know what else to say, but I'd love to get to know you guys more. I'd love to chat more in future save file diary videos. Of course, we're gonna have Let's Plays coming up, mod videos, all those fun things, speed builds even. I actually already have a speed build filmed. So look forward to that. But seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening to me talk and just ramble and get some things off my chest and just get to talk one-on-one a little bit, get to know each other better. But I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Of course, the video's not over yet, so I hope you'll stick around, listen to some lo-fi beats, just kind of leave it up in the background as you do your thing. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I might even stream sometime very soon, so make sure you subscribe because I will post under the post sections a schedule if there is one, or like, hey, I'm gonna go live this day if there is a stream. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, and I love you so much, and I will see you later. Bye, guys!